Live on YouTube, Fan Love Friday, checking out your music, giving you guys constructive feedback, all that good stuff. Excited to be here with you guys tonight, man. Give this video a thumbs up, all that good stuff. I'm gonna drop the intro one time.
I don't need nothing else. Every time I'm with you, yo, it's something else. It's a fact, and it's nothing else. Got your hand out, you don't even need a help. Ooh, I don't need nothing else. Every time I'm with you, yo, it's something else. It's a fact, and it's nothing else. Got your hand out, you don't even need a help. Ooh, that's right. I don't need nothing else. That's right.
What's going on? It's Ruslan with KingsDreamENT.com, and I am excited to be here for Fan Love Friday. I wanted to make sure that you guys are all locked in to what we're going to be doing tonight. Let's see what cameras we got. Boom, we got the second camera. I'm going to turn this fan up. It's a little hot in here. Let's see, we got my man Justin in the house. All that good stuff. But yo, excited to be listening to you guys' music. I got to set this little pre-thing up for the right preset. If you're watching this live, let me know where you are watching this from. I would personally appreciate that. And give this video a thumbs up. Maybe invite some friends in. We got quite a few submissions tonight, it looks like. And I'm excited to be with you guys. Whoops. Boom, there we go. I want the double camera angle vibes. I think I fixed it now. Okay, cool. All right, so we got Houston in the house. My man G.I. Soul out of San Bernardino, Riverside, of course, Bats from Nashville. Justin, I believe, is in Florida. Hey, Judy, I was just DMing with Julie. All that good stuff. I'm trying to see if we should put some Instagram people in here. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. What do you guys think? San Bernardino, Mississippi. Okay, Judy. Judy just got FL. with some potential sketchy plugins. She's going to get into some production stuff. So excited for her. Yeah, Florida. That's right. You are in Florida, near Orlando, right, Justin? All right. So I'm going to be listening to your music, giving you guys honest feedback. Here's the deal. Most music is subjective to our taste, our preferences. However, I'm listening to this with the hope to give you guys objective, constructive criticism and yeah, just give you guys my thoughts. So I'm going to be listening to the folks that have submitted on what's it called? On Patreon. Shout out to the Patreon community first. And then if we get some time, we'll do some super chats. Maybe we'll swing in a few freebies tonight. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how it's going, right? All right. So first up, let's see who we got first. We got so many talented people in this community. My man Robert Washington, I think, was the first submission tonight. Wow, he was. I think he was. I don't see. Yep. All right. First submission, Robert Washington. Okay, hold up. Oh, hold up, guys. All right. Hey, if you're just tuning in, let me know where you're watching this from. I would appreciate that. Because I want to know where y'all watching this from. I want to know where the tribe's at, you know? All right. Boom, boom. Review. All right, Robert Washington, this is just a beat he made. He said, a beat I made inspired by the cartoon Doug. Let's check it out. Yo, this might be the best beat I've heard from you, bro. I don't know if y'all can hear me. I feel like I should turn it down just so y'all been with me. I don't know if y'all can hear me. I feel like I should turn it down so y'all can bear with me. It's the guy with the above average flow. Ruslan just here to let you know. The live chat is extra lit. Freestyling's G.I. so legit. My only gripe about that joint is that it's too short. That's it. That joint is fire, bro. Yeah, that joint is icy. Goodness. It's fire and it's icy. Wow. G.I. Soul came into his own. I got nothing for you, bro. You bodied that joint. Like, I mean, I wish it was longer so I could have freestyled it to it a bit more. That's really it. That's all I got for you, bro. I mess with it heavy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, those of you guys that are live, if you haven't, tell me where you're watching this from. Give this video a thumbs up. That helps us with the algorithm a ton. It really does. Let me know how everything is sounding in the live stream. And If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, you should be. We're going to be giving you guys some pretty cool stuff. Hold on, let me adjust this light right quick. Boom. That's better. I feel like that's better. Is that better? There we go. All right. So, yeah, man. That joint is dope. Young Zealous, you finally made it. You finally made it to a live stream, man. Where you been? My man Zealous has been trying to get into one of these for a minute. I'm glad you're here, good sir. I really am. All right. Let's keep this thing moving. What a great way to start the live stream. What a great way to start it off with just some heat. Just some heat. NY in the house. All right. We got Raw B. Let's see ya. Looks promising.
Good night, sleep tight, I'm gone. Peace out, we not too strong. Team going up, blowing up, we on. And there ain't no way you could say we wrong. Lord put it on my heart and never quit. Life hella hard, all scars too sick. Devil got body by God so quick. Counted us out.
All right, first impression, I wish you guys would have used one of Lugo's LUTs on this. This would have been the time to use a color grade. You guys can't tell because you're watching my live stream, which has a color grade on it, but this would have been a time to add some just popping color.
Bad with a pick, ay. Hit 'em up with a memo. You cannot trail, leave you dead in the meadow. We don't ever stop in one place or settle. I've been picking enemies off rose petals. Demons getting dotted like Twister. Ethanol, rather get pie like blisters. Hopped on a plane for revival in Windsor. From disqualified to a qualified victor. So my suitie getting so hot in the winter. Pilgrim running marathons, buried bonds hitters. Sipping so much coffee, got your boy up in the jitters. We've been working hard like old men with gold diggers. Yeah, you know it's funny cause it's true.
This shot is crazy. First of all, the way it's lit is really cool. And this skyline with the sunset, I don't know if that's those are just trees. That's not even a skyline. But whoever shot this for you knew what they were doing. The lighting is super dope. All in all, the visual is cool. Again, just wish they would have used the LUT, added some color, some drip to it. So far, so good. I'm messing with it. Let's keep watching. All right, got some ideas, some critique, but yeah, check it out.
Hard like old men with gold diggers. Yeah, you know it's funny cause it's true. Never been caught chasing cause I'm fire in the booth. Yeah, I'm overconfident with God, it's really true. Never focus on my past because I'm feeling new. Yeah, I'm feeling so new. There's so many people, something on my crew. I ain't even tripping cause it gon' get a view. This is what happens when you hit that snooze. Good night, sleep tight, I'm gone. Peace out, we not too strong. Team going up, blowing up, we on. And there ain't no way you could say we wrong. Lord put it on my heart and never quit. Life hella hard, all scars too sick. Devil got body by God so quick. Counted us out, we came back with a pick. Ay. Hit 'em up with a memo. You cannot trail, leave you dead in the meadow. We don't ever stop in one place or settle. I've been picking enemies off rose petals.
All linked up with the crew. Saying goodnight to the haters, press news. Always got the dub, but my daughter can't lose. No mission is impossible, I ain't a Tom Cruise.
Oh, nah, bruh. Yo, it was a vibe, but the feature, oh, man. I'm not feeling the feature, bro. He seems like a sweet guy. Seems like a really cool guy, but yeah, let's keep listening.
I be making plays in the game like Uncle Drew. Trying to size me up, I cannot fit the shoes. Making our mark like we getting tattoos. Don't question our talent cause we don't like interviews. Y'all boys get the memo. Trying to throw the kitty door, but
Yeah, okay. I think I've heard enough. So, okay, initial thoughts. One, great visual. Could have been better with some better color grade and maybe some type of B-roll. But all in all, performance looked fun. I wish you guys had some more people in the crowd. Two, this is a very modern and dated sound that feels like it's about a year old instead of it being progressive and forward. It's very Drake-ish. You kind of sound like Drake. So it's one of those things that, like, you got to ease into finding your own voice or just be okay with the comparisons. And for some people, the comparisons work. Like, they worked for Logic. Logic came out sounding a lot like Drake, and then he kind of found his own pocket. So it's good. It's good. It's good. It's not great. It's good. It's not remarkable. It's not disruptive. It's not mind-blowing. It's good. The Feature, not a vibe. Not a vibe. And I'll give you a very specific reason why. He came in with a very nasally, if you guys remember Digital Underground, that was the group that Tupac started in, Humpty Hump. The Humpty Hump, do the baby, do the Humpty Hump. Very nasally tone. Auto-tune doesn't sound right on that tone and that delivery. He would have sounded better just doing it without the auto-tune. The auto-tune just completely throws it off, and it's just not a vibe. So my man's look like he got some good charisma, look like he got some good energy, but he got to go back to the drawing board and figure out his voice. Either use auto-tune when you're singing and doing something melodic, or just don't use it and just rap in your natural voice. That didn't work for me. It made me want to turn the song off. It seems like the chat kind of unanimous on that part of the record. So those are my two feedback. All in all, good submission, bro. Good submissions. It's very, very, very cool to see it. To see solid, dudes put out music. All right, LP Leland Philpott. This is a trailer for my record label, Babel Scatter Productions, and it drops tomorrow. Please let me know what you think. All right, I didn't know you were having a record label. Let's check it out.
What is Babel Scatter?
Babel Scatter.
It's my baby. It's a dream for the future. Music is commodity, but there are people who are looking for more. Rap has always expressed a man, but what if there was more to man than meets the eye? Hip-hop has been manipulated, perverted, used for ends by preying upon people's desires. And that's cool, but Babel Scatter is different. This record label is to innovate how music is made through anointed flows and inspiring instrumentation. Lyrics to show that there is more to a man than what meets the eye, even beyond the intellect, all through the power of Jesus Christ. Singing the gospel in this best understanding by flawed people aiming to worship in this urban art form and arena. Poetry and songs, concepts, theories, and ideas, impact and change. This is Babel Scatter.
Good trailer, bro. I think it's a good trailer. I think it's congruent with your brand. Your brand is very rough around the edges. It isn't very polished at times, but it's very passionate. So this is congruent with what you've kind of, built your identity to be. And I think it works for what you're doing. I would personally like to see the overall production value on some of your visuals continue to increase. And, it's just an interesting thing to want to plug artists into. That would be my only critique. Is it's like, are you going to sign other artists? Are you producing other artists? Like, what's happening with it? I wish there would have been that part of it. You gave me the why, I guess, kinda. It wasn't super clear, but I was intrigued on like, well, what are you going to be doing now? Are you producing artists? What are you doing with it? So, but it was like a weird hodgepodge of like good quality stuff, but then also stuff that looked like it was shot on your iPhone or your Droid. I know you're a Droid guy. You definitely got a Droid guy vibe. And so it was just an interesting juxtaposition. But as a trailer, it's solid. I'm curious on what is it? What is it? Is it just a production company that you're going to be working through? Do you have artists? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that would be curious. I like the trailer, bro. I like the mission. Good point. Ruslan, are you signing or putting? Yeah, that would be my question. All right, Quarantine, new single. He definitely got a Droid Guy vibe. Y'all know what I mean. All right, my man Nick D, new single produced by Israel. Israel out here landing placements. Here we go.
I have a grave announcement to make. In incredible as it may seem, both the observations of science and the evidence of our eyes lead to the inescapable assumption.
Stay with me, stay with me. In this voluntary quarantine, the lights are dim low. Sit by the window and watch the world fall apart. Work and wait, we'll take some leave and live off savings for a month. I told you once, I've wondered what it felt like on the run. Stay with me, stay with me. In this voluntary quarantine, I got the bottles of water, the milk and the bread. I got everything that you could ever expect. I got a fridge full of food and I got a place here for two. I got board games and more things that we could ever do. I got Netflix and Prime, Disney Plus and Hulu. I got clean air and eclairs wherever you choose. I got pizza in the freezer, got whatever we need. I got extra toilet paper stashed in case we can't leave. So baby, come stay with me, stay with me. In this voluntary quarantine, the lights are dim low. Sit by the window and watch the world fall apart. Work and wait, we'll take some leave and live off savings for a month. I told you once, I've wondered what it felt like on the run. Stay with me, stay with me. In this voluntary quarantine.
Nick D, ladies and gentlemen. Just so you guys know, we have a playlist. I just added it to our God's Dream playlist. If you aren't familiar, we got a lot of the artists from here on here. And yeah, man, go follow it. It's on Spotify, God's Dream playlist. I think you guys will appreciate it. So that's the homie Nick D with his new song, Quarantine, produced by Israel. Let's keep it moving. Chad, all the way from South Africa. I wonder how South Africa is being impacted by this joint, this quarantine situation. Be interesting to find out. All right, Chadwick J, Rising Up, a motivational song to keep rising and being positive. All right.
Like the sun, I'll be rising up. Long as there's air in my lungs, I'll be climbing up. Hard work now, cause you know I don't believe in luck. Even though we looking down, you know we never giving up. Yeah, how can I sleep when reality's better than my dreams? I'll be telling thieves, heavy-handed thieves, go tell the enemies, go take a back seat, go count your calories while you eating MacD's. Yeah, I got dreams, man. That's what
It's funny, I was just going to say this joint needs a bass line, and right when I went to say that, the bass line came in.
I am in this, I'm making headlines, you making hit lists. You spending your time all up in my business. You thought I was a full stop, there many ellipses. Yeah, to the top, we hit rock bottom, but we rising up, yeah. To the top, don't stop. We hit rock bottom, but we rising up, yeah. We been rising up, we been rising up, we been rising up, man. We been rising up, we been rising up, we been rising up, we been rising up, man. We been rising up. Yeah, better choose right thing carefully, better use all
right, Chad, this is cool. I'm really excited to hear like what your music starts sounding like as you're incorporating some of the feedback. Again, I think this stuff is cool. This is the type of record where, I don't know, it's just a little basic. It's a little generic to me. It's very vanilla. I want to hear you take some creative risk, do something different, do something less predictable. You know what I mean? Like this, a guitar loop and a drum break and like a bass line. It's just very, very safe. And that's cool. And I'm sure this stuff works for your live shows and your audience. But it seems like you're having trouble cutting through and being disruptive. And I don't think it's because of lack of branding. I think it's because of the music just isn't as like explosive as it could be. On another note, you guys are saying Lecrae dropped a new record called Set Me Free. Let's check this joint out. You guys seen this? I'm curious to see. I haven't seen this yet.
Who love me and who don't, Lord, let it reveal. Should I go back to save them or let them die in the field? How you out there living life? You just dancing with ghosts. How many people with them they known more than a year?
Yo, Lecrae be coming with the daggone movies for his music videos. This brother does not play, yo. I think it's hilarious that they come with like this degree of production value. I mean, clearly they can. Is this Reach or is this Columbia? I'm curious. Yeah, so okay, so it's Columbia. So this is just another record he got coming out through Columbia. So they got the Columbia budgets. Let's check it out though.
Smart, got something to lose. No, wait. No, please. Please. No!
It's on some like Purge vibes. It's very interesting.
Take the shackles off my feet so I can dance. I just wanna praise you.
Mary sample? Okay.
I just wanna praise you.
Shackles on my feet, yeah, they won't let me be. Won't you set me free? Pray this on me. Shackles on my feet. Oh.
I think the interesting thing about Lecrae is, man, he does a lot of the records that he kind of has to do, I guess, to do stuff that he wants to do. So this definitely, like, just initial impressions on this is like, you know, classic sample, you know, classic gospel sample, very modern R&B, auto-tune feature, right? Really high polished video. It's an interesting just dichotomy that he is in. And I, for one, like lyrical Ninth Wonder beat Lecrae. You know what I'm saying? But let's see how this develops.
They won't let me be. Let me go. I've been pray this hold on. Let me go. I've been going through so much. I swear these people let my throat. That's on me. That's on mamas. On my mama, I can't take no more. So miss me with that drama. Get your commas, get your rap straight, get your facts straight. Hold me down.
I think Gavi produced this, right? Gavi bodied this beat.
Rise up on her like the tax rate. Keep my past straight. Never lack faith. God been working, they gon' have to hold me back, man. And tell them, you can pick a side if you wanna. You already know who I roll with. You don't want no problems with me. Get these shackles on my feet. Yeah, they won't let me be. Won't you set me free? Pray this on me. Pray this on me. I got them shackles off my feet, yeah. Can't put me back up in them streets, yeah. I couldn't move, but now I'm free, yeah. I got them shackles off my feet, yeah.
I don't like this feature at all.
Yeah. Down for me. People left me, you was round for me. All that bitterness and anger, had to let it go. People talking down on me, I guess that's how it go. Let them know, that's on me, yeah. Shackles on my feet, you broke the hold and now I'm free, yeah. Even in the darkest times, you kept your light on me, yeah. Got the memo, read the message, found my purpose, found my method. Only all I took was lessons, tell them. You can pick a side if you wanna.
What y'all think? Y'all messing with this?
You already know who I roll with.
I'm curious to see what y'all think in the chat. Did you change the lighting up, Roos? A little bit. I don't have this light on, but I got one light here and one light behind me. It is dope. Did you change the lighting up? I mess with it. I like this vibe.
You don't want no problems with me. Get these shackles on my...
I'm trying to objectively, they're saying that they've detected copyrighted audio in a stream. Your stream may be what is going on? You guys are, YouTube is dumb. I gotta stop playing the song. I agree, Lecrae is better, but I mess with this too. They're trying to cut through today's culture with the futures. Sounds like a usual Lecrae to me. Love when that beat hit. Not sure I'll rotate it. I got to hear it again. Don't like the feature though. No, but the message, people. Yeah, we can't just look at everything through the lens of the message. You know, I don't know. That whole like, whoa, but the message is good. Yeah, doesn't mean it's a good song. I like Ty Dolla $ign's Blessings more personally. I thought that was a better written song. I'm not a huge fan of it. Not the biggest fan of it. I think it's cool. I don't know. I just feel like when artists, I mean, and maybe it's just the kick that I'm on right now, is I feel like when artists make the music they want, I like it better sometimes, most times. But that's just my opinion. So, you know, I don't know. I've just seen Lecrae really rap, you know, and I kind of want more bars. I don't know. I want like a 444 type album from Lecrae, you know, like I want you to give us some game. I want you to give us some. I want to hear some stuff like that, not just some like, you know, this is just me doing my thing for the culture. It's my opinion. But yo, YouTube really was like coming down on me because I was reviewing that song. I started getting notifications saying there's copyrighted material in this. Like, wow, that's kind of crazy. You said you liked the John Keith joint. You posted an Insta. Unreleased. Is that an unreleased Insta? Unreleased song? I'm not sure which record you're talking about. The kid has 2.5 million in IG might be the reason for the feature. Lecrae should do a 777 album. That'd be dope. Yeah, I mean, kid's clearly like an industry type artist, you know what I'm saying? So that I'm sure there's a reason for it to do the feature. You know, there's always some strategy behind it, which you can't be mad at that. They definitely know what they're doing over there. They've always been good at that side of it. Just be curious to see how this translates in this climate, in a climate where everybody's quarantined, or at least California, New York, all the major states are quarantined. You know what I'm saying? I'm not allowed to go outside, and you come out with this like real commercial, bubbly type of record in this climate. That's why I like the Jay Electronica record a lot. I like a darker tone right now, you know? Not sure if that's making sense. Like, the timing of when the music hits is almost as important as the music. It's a great summer record. If everything was peaches and it was sunny outside, that record would hit totally different than if half the world is under quarantine and not supposed to go outside. You know what I mean? Like, it's just I don't know. You just hit, the record is just received different. And I'm not a big fan of it as a radio song, you know? Like, it just, I don't know. It feels like it was made in a factory somewhere. But I digress. All right, let's check out some more of y'all music, though. Let's see. This is, wait, did I open this? This is, who we got? We got Marlon Lewis. He said, I've been a part of the community for a couple months now. I've been in quite a few of the Zoom calls. Oh, okay. What up, Neems? It's my first time uploading a beat, though. Really appreciate the feedback. All right, I'm excited. Okay, first part I noticed about this, Neems, is it's compositionally well played. I'm not sure if that's you playing piano, if that's a sample, but the sound selection on your bass line and your drums is definitely lacking. And then the overall mix and the way everything is glued and sitting isn't very cohesive. Yeah, it sounds just kind of thrown together, like attention to detail, you know what I'm saying? 10,000 hours, like learning the craft of production and understanding that everything about the beat matters, from the sound of the hi-hats, the bass line, the groove, the swing and the kick. It just doesn't seem like there's a ton of attention to the overall production and composition of this. But the piano is cool. like those little. I don't know if those are what are those? Like little sound effects, camera sound effects. Those are cool. This sounds like you are a piano player who just started producing. That's what this sounds like. You got crazy compositional stuff, but you haven't been producing very long, and therefore you don't understand how a lot of the other functions of production work. That's not a bad thing. You're going to learn. You're going to get super dope. So that is my impression of it. Work on your drum swing, your kicks to punch, and your bass lines to get those to sit well. And don't quantize your kicks. Do not quantize your kicks. That would be my critique on that. And look at master bus compression settings, all that kind of stuff. So, all right, we got Jorge Lugo, track for a concept I'm working on. All right, let's check you out, Jorge.
Let's go. Split one, roll one, pass it, word. Usher, Raymond, let it burn. With my homies flipping birds. While we ride around the city, they be rolling up the herb. I be sober, they be litty. Split one, roll one, pass it, word. Usher, Raymond, let it burn. With my homies flipping birds. While we ride around the city, they be rolling up the herb. I be sober, they be lit. Got all this flame like a pyro. Yeah, I'm Minnesota like Cairo. All black like I'm.
Beat is crazy on this.
High low since 96, I've been a maestro. Psycho, no Christian Bale. Cause I've never been American. All my homies rolling up kale. I just ball like Davis on the Pelicans. Got the whole team on my back. I'm the one putting new run all over the map.
Yo, the production on this is dope. Your cadence in this is perfect. Like the way you're writing this beat is amazing.
I got these bags under both of my eyes while the rest of you busy with naps. I don't never get sleep. I be in it too deep. My team looks like Golden State the way we hit them with a sweep. Split one, roll one, pass it, word. Usher, Raymond, let it burn. With my homies flipping birds. While we ride around the city, they be rolling up the herb. I be sober, they be litty. Split one, roll one, pass it, word.
I think the hook could have been stronger on this. Like the hook is all right, but I feel like it could have been just needs a phrase that pays. It sounds like a pre-chorus, but there needs to be a drop in a phrase that pays, in my opinion.
Usher, Raymond, let it burn. With my homies flipping birds. While we ride around the city, they be rolling up the herb. Look, I be sober, they be litty. All you jokers looking like a bunch of clowns, and I'm Bruce Wayne, and it's all black. I've been knocking all these verses out the park like I'm Barry Bonds with no ball cap.
Yeah, man, great beat, great raps, better hook. Need a better hook. That would be my opinion. It's solid, but it could have been better. All right, so we got the homie Alcott. Been trying to find different ways to push my pen the last couple weeks. For this track, I decided to rap over a Maroon 5 sample and take narrative approach. The majority of it is centered around dialogue between two characters, which forced me to rap from different perspectives, as well as tonally differentiation to the two. I like this a lot. I also tried to make the dialogue seem as realistic and natural as possible while still having dope rhymes. I hope you find the narrative compelling. Side note, this is the third time I'm posting this because it looks like the first two comments got deleted somehow. Okay, well, thank you for posting it, bro. Let's check you out. Hopefully this don't get flagged as well.
Yeah, listen. Please somebody come and love her, I don't think I'm suited for it. My outlook on my future with the look of Supermore, but I don't think my view distorted. I've been asking God for clarity and I don't want to sparingly, even if the truth is horrid, and I think he just answered. Now I'm brainstorming a man about which I'ma have to go about this breakup. When I break it to her, she deserve much better than the standard. This ain't working, all the cliche banter, I must approach it with some candor, cause if I don't come clean, it'll get real messy. If I act like we fine, things get real sketchy. She deserves respect, but my least favorite thing is making her upset. So now I second guess it, cause on second thought I might be stressing over nothing. Am I messed up, am I bugging? Now the question that's pressing, will I regret it once I done it? So I let it go for months and this depression start coming. I guess it's settled, I'm cutting her off, damn. So with enough of the discouragement, I muster up the courage to just set up a time and a place. And I'll be damned if I lie to her face. Pray she don't hate me and start wishing that I get erased. Baby, listen, I promise I don't take no pleasure in this. Not sure what true love is or what its measurement is, but I'm certain I ain't meeting it. I'm hurting cause it's eating. I'm not conscious, now I'm conscious of the...
Sam, I didn't really catch a huge tonal change here. Obviously this isn't mixed, but it's tough for me to keep up with the concept and the narrative, but let me keep listening.
The fact that what you need is someone else who would always love you well, that ain't me, so it seems maybe we, for the health of us both, should just go on our own separate ways. I'm confident that we would come to know better days. Deep breath, study her expression, heart sing, I can tell she ain't registered the message. I should have been...
Oh, it hasn't happened yet, bro. This is a long verse, my G.
More clear so she couldn't misinterpret. Now she wanna reassure me that I am a Mr. Perfect. She says, honey, you don't need to worry cause you love me just right. How could I not be happy? I got you in my life.
Okay, that's the change. Got it.
But the fact that you got all that insecurity is just assuring me how much you care. So be aware and have some certainty that everything is what you worth to me. So don't you ever start doubting if you're enough. Just give me love and we'll be great. Just have some faith that this is fate and all our troubles go away. Hold up, wait. I ain't trying to interrupt, girl, but this is not the way that I intended this to unfurl. Damn it. Give me a sec. I know this is much worse for you, but just know for me it's hard too. When I first fell for you, I didn't think that this would fall through. And everyone says it, but no, in this case it's all true. That the reason this is ending, girl, it's on me, it's not you. And you could cry if you need to, but please don't get to thinking I'm excited to leave you, I'm not. But I gotta find what I need to, and we've been feeling off, so I've been talking to God, look. And yeah, I'm scared of being lonely, but he told me that our paths are different. So sticking with you is a bad decision. And I'm really sad admitting that we ain't right together. We were supposed to fight together, every single issue, spend our life together. But that's a past ambition. It hurts, I know, but it's nothing personal. I know that that could be a lot to take in. So I'ma let you have a minute. Take a minute. She says, give me one reason, matter of fact, give me half one. Are you and I just like a carbon copy of the last one who took advantage of my heart and let me damage when he vanished? Yeah, I'd done this dance before, so I completely understand it. I'm just wondering, like, how far in advance that you had planned this? Was our chemistry originally organic or meticulous mechanics that you managed to develop for the plan, which is to steal a girl's heart just like a bandit? And how long have we been on entirely different planets on an emotional level? You said you talked to God, but what you saying that he said got me shaking in the head, cause it sounded pretty close to the devil. Cause following your heart is not intrinsically innocent. Remember all the times that we were physically intimate? The exchange in those moments is residually infinite. Shut the hell up with the mess about how I'm getting the benefit. Don't get it twisted, this for you. You ain't doing me favors. That suggestion alone is some conceited behavior. A minute ago I wanted to be married till we buried. Now it's scary just the thought of even seeing you later. So what you think I'm like a year old? I'm insulted that you frame this like you some kind of a hero. You be saying you a man, but you acting like a boy. Did you really just forget about the laughs that we enjoy? What's the issue? You ain't finding me attractive anymore? How can all of a sudden all the love and passion be destroyed, huh? I couldn't be more sorry and I never...
Yeah, this is cool, man. Bro, you can rap so daggone well. I think that the issue for me with this is that it's just long. The BPM is a little too fast to keep up with it. And this is one of those, like, I could tell it was therapeutic for you to make it. It's just as a listener, it's like, it's a lot to take in. And it's hard to keep up with it because of the BPM. And I don't know, I think you could slow it down a little bit, maybe with a better mix, some more dynamic production. Production is just basically like a loop. You know what I mean? I feel like this could have had some more like builds and flips and all that kind of stuff. So it's more of just an exercise. I ain't putting it out because of the sample. Oh, okay. Yeah, so as an exercise, I would have slowed down the BPM and added mutes to let some of those bars hit harder. Because there's so much there that some of it is just going, it's literally moving too fast for me as a listener. And it's not, it's just not resonating as well as I think it could have. So that would be my critique, Sam, is, you know, you could rap. It's a dope combo, but slightly offbeat. I don't think it's offbeat, Judy. I don't think it's offbeat at all. I think he's very well in his pocket and in his bag on this. It's just fast. It's just a little too fast. It's a good exercise for sure. As an exercise, it's dope. Like if you're doing this to exercise the ability to write from different perspectives, the ability to stretch your tone, I think it's super dope. That's a gang of props for you on that regard. It's this, doing that kind of stuff will make you better. However, consider the audience, because something like this packaged differently, this idea packaged different could actually work really good. You know what I'm saying? Because then you could tap into different perspectives, the female, male perspective, a breakup song, right? Those are all really broad concepts. It's just still executed in a rapping for rappers type of format. You know what I mean? The average listener is like, this is tough to keep up with. The rappers are like, wow, these are bars. He's a great writer. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that becomes a tough part. Okay. Made this song the first day of quarantine. Really happy about it. Still has a verse open as well. So let me know if you want to fill it. Anyone listening. All right.
I've been a boy on a school trip. I've heard some noise from a loose lip. I've had no choice but to move in. This is my game, my avatar, so it's on me if I'm losing. On me if I don't dig my roots in. On me if I really want a new skin. My life to decide if I tune in. Sky high since we cut out the loose ends. Loose ends, I've been running with some new kin. Run aside.
This is a vibe executed well with the right mix and the right like bump in production value.
I run aside from my new lens.
And better auto-tune on the vocals.
I've been making rounds trying to find some new.
Like the vocal chain needs to be better for this.
We be run the world and back like a new trend. I'm moving. We're cruising. It's time. I've been a boy on a school trip. I've heard some noise from a loose lip. I've had no choice but to move in. This is my game, my avatar, so it's on me if I'm losing. On me if I don't dig my roots in. On me if I really want a new skin.
That's a good hook.
My life to decide if I tune in. Sky high since we cut out the loose ends.
So this just feels like a loop right now. I think you got to develop it more. I think this needs more development and more, just a bigger vibe. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's solid. All right, guys, real quick, if you didn't know, if you want to partner with us, of course, Patreon is going to be your best way. But one of the perks, those of you guys that are Patreon and those of you guys that are YouTube members, is you get discounts on a merch store, Outlier hoodies in mineral black. Mineral black is what I'm wearing right now in the Outlier hoodie. Of course, the regular black, the heather blue, God's Dream. All this stuff is in stock. We got some KD classic bleached ones. So all this stuff is in stock. Shipping out immediately. It's the fastest we're shipping. So if you guys want to partner with what we're doing here at King's Dream, head over. And remember, you guys do have discount codes. Maybe I'll post them again in Patreon. But you guys do have discount codes. And you can cop one of these in either the mineral black, the mineral brown, or what else we got? The black and heather blue. Pick one of them joints out. I think you'll appreciate it. Quality hoodies. Those of y'all that have seen them in person would appreciate it. We're going to be getting some of the merch out to some of the more premium Patreons pretty soon here. So that's a good way you guys can support your independent artists right now. Stream their music, buy some merch, that kind of stuff. As half the freaking world is on quarantine. Hope all you guys are doing well on quarantine. Hope you guys are feeling creative. How many of you guys feeling more creative on quarantine? I feel more inspired, but I don't know if I feel more creative per se. It's a very interesting juxtaposition. I'd be curious how many of you guys are making more music. You know what I'm saying? I certified this merch. Yeah, Conscious has some merch. I want one. God's Dream, hit me up, bro. I will buy one because I'm a dreamer and I love Jesus. Yeah, bro. KingsDreamENT.com/store. I don't got to hit you up. You could just hit the link in the description, Mr. Young Zealous, and cop yourself one. I will post the links inside of the chat. Conscious, good to see you. Not more than usual, more ambitious, definitely. Okay, yeah, that's how I said. I said more ambitious to help and be a leader, but not necessarily more inspired to create. It's weird. I feel less creative, honestly. That's why I'm focusing on features and ideas I've already started. It's been weird. I'm wrestling with, like, do I want to push through and put out a record right now since I have a bit more time? I do, but I don't. Like, oh, by the way, I just found out my mom's getting surgery on Tuesday. Some of you guys know she fell and broke her shoulder a couple of days ago. And she went to her ortho doctor, so surgery Tuesday. So I've been kind of helping her out a bit more. So while everybody else is slowing down, my life is actually getting more busy because I got to go over there almost daily and help her out with stuff. So it's a weird juxtaposition I'm in where I kind of have less stuff to do. I can't go to the gym. I can't, do some of my normal routine stuff, but I also have these other like obligations and responsibilities. So I'm in this weird spot, and I'm really curious from you guys, like, do you guys even, like, I want to hear some music from you right now? Or should I channel my energy into creating more YouTube content, more videos, that kind of stuff? I wrote out my meal plan. I got the ebook coming. Like, all that stuff's still on the way, but I'm curious, those of you guys, like, do you guys want some music right now from me? Because I feel like I could create like a little EP or something that I kind of just want to make for me. But do you guys want that? That would be curious. And then maybe I'll feature a bunch of you guys on it, like guys that I've been sending beats to. I'm honestly on YouTube, but I have so much time to listen to music. Yeah, and that's true. Like, you can listen to music a bit more passively, where YouTube, you kind of got to be engaged all the way. Like, I'm gonna sit and listen to YouTube music, kind of multitask. You know what I mean? I'm still discovering your music and getting blown away. Weird times right now, hard to describe. I'm just trying to keep the course. Could we get a remix challenge? Ooh, now I like that. I think you should put out music, okay? But a lovely loop it was. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see what I can cook up. I've been working on stuff for a while with Ray Rock, but I don't know if this is a time for me to put out the record with Ray Rock. I think the timing of this isn't, this ain't the vibe for that record. You know what I'm saying? More music is never going to be a bad thing. I got some music to vibe to. Ruslan, I want to see you knock out those collabs. Man, my man hit me with the, you owe me a feature, bruh. Conscious. You're so right. I owe Conscious a feature. I owe Sharp Dialect a feature. Who else? Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should clear my plate, see how good the features come out, and then hop in to the other stuff. I owe Canvas and Mix. I laced Canvas with a fire hook, though. Canvas and Berg and me got a record coming that is, I just did the hook, which was actually pretty fun. That was dope. All right, speaking of dope music, let's jump into the homie Abel. He's been crushing it. Let's pull him up. Hey, bro, this is a cypher. I was recently a part of it. Not sure if you've seen it, but love to hear what you think. Do you have a place where you sell your beats? I don't, man. I don't, because I'm very careful about who I let on my beats. But if you, and like, my prices are a bit higher, honestly, because the daggone, like, me dropping beats doesn't make a lot of sense, because I could keep the beats or give them to one of my artists and make more money off of it that way. So me just selling a $200 beat or a $300 beat, I really got to love the artist and love the song. You know what I mean? So like Belief gets beats for me, or like some guys like Eminency I sent the beat to, or Bats I sent the beat to. So yeah, that would be dope. Quarantine song challenge. Interesting. That's interesting. That is interesting. I think I'm gonna get through this surgery on Tuesday and decide. I've paid $1K for a beat before. Wow. Yeah. Whew, that's a lot of bread. And that's what I'm saying. Like, my beats would have to be like, for me to justify parting with a beat that I could potentially sell, I would, I'd have to charge like $500, $400, $300, and people don't really buy beats at that price, you know? So anyway, let's get into this new joint from the homie Abel, Cypher joint.
Yeah. Yeah, yo, this the year of freedom. I'ma look my problems in the face and tell them thank you, cause I need them. In a man starving, so I
It's a good bar.
Feed them. Devil trying to break me, but he really gonna make me. It's the trials that'll shake me up. Yeah, wake me up. Sleeping when I should be woke. Put on Christ, my favorite coat. Following the words he spoke. Why I feel like I can't save money for the sake of me. I gotta trust God, I can't kick up working at bakeries. And I got a pretty lady, man, I'm so blessed. Trying to get on one knee, hit the protest. Caught up in the struggle, hard to see the...
That's a bar. That's a bar. I do the outlier. I do the challenge because I have something to look forward to. I think we should have an outlier collab EP with like 10 or so artists you choose, like a different competition you choose. Boom bap feels. Outlier collab EP. That's interesting. Okay, let's keep listening.
Progress, brothers trying to be so fresh, but they so flesh. Yeah.
Brothers trying to be so fresh, but they so flesh. Let's go.
We trying to overflow like a fountain dew. Circumstance shouldn't move us. We come with faith, so the mountain dew can't serve two.
We come with faith, so the mountain. Gosh darn it, Abel.
Leaders will love one and hate the other. See through the sun kiss that Judas betrayed his brother.
Out the gate, I'm using my style, doggo. This a cipher? I'm giving up punches, I'm bow raw. This that rope-a-dope. Nah, I'ma catch him.
Okay, let's just acknowledge it. Like, my man Abel bodied this and set the bar very high.
With the okey doke, told me this was for the disciples. You know I know them folks. Raised in the east, but you influenced from the west side. Kingdom people reclaim the title. You know it's best I hit the ground running. I'm taking a mile from them. CHH the new cool table, man. Stop fronting. The Bible is a sword. What you think I'm fighting for? Talking to the blade like Tommy with the tiger sword. You stuck on the blind.
Power Ranger rhymes.
Michael.
You missed your critique, Rob B.
Words flying.
Backwards. Rewind that joint. It's earlier in the stream.
Quicker than jazz, just flying out the door. Yo, we'll get it lit in any venue. A wise man said that the marathon continue. With greedy minds and fame talks to these facts. 2 words for you, I'm real. Believe that.
Riding through my city like a boss do. Blessed up, Lord, I know it's all you. My prayer closet looking like a phone booth. Toll free anytime I can call you. I was lost in the sauce, but you threw me.
My man's beard is something epic. I'm not even listening to the bars. I'm just strictly looking at his beard.
The rope, fill me with hope, gave me the power to overcome the dope. All them nights in the streets, you ain't let me get smoked. Hung on the cross to wash my sins, your blood is like soap. So I'm grateful like rain, I put the hatred away. God, you're faithful to me, so forever faithful I stay. I'm dropping jewels and gemstones like that Marco Castle. Giving the devil word like a narco trafficker. When I'm weak, the sun is strong, never overpowered. And it's no big deal, cause we solar powered. I stay charged up the.
It's no big deal because we're solar powered. That's good.
Where my battery pack, and I store my treasure in heaven, ain't no salary cap.
I'm back like lat pull downs and seated rows. This ain't no TV show, but it's power you need to know. Giving you beats and flows, all because Jesus rose. I eat his word in the morning, like Cheerios.
Nah, fam. It was a vibe until my man came in with the I eat his word in the morning like Cheerios. No. I'm not a big fan of the beat choice. Sounds like lamp mode, retro cypher, but Abel stomped the piss out of it. I love ciphers, but Abel was a tough act to follow. They shouldn't have put Abel first on this. I'm done. I gotta move on. My man said, I eat his word in the morning like Cheerios. No, fam. No. Cool visual. You shouldn't have went first because you freaking bodied that. All in all, you know, it's cool. All right. No way Abel should have went first. Cheerios ain't even all that. My dude's beard look like the foam piece you put on the H5. I'm glad they put Abel first, though. It still gets more video plays. Yeah, I mean, you get through Abel's and you're like, yo, this is fire, but then it, like, progressively gets worse, unfortunately. Gotta have your Cheerios every morning. No, you don't. Oatmeal, baby. Hattie said, my word, I eat his word in the morning like oatmeal. The throat's real. I'm so ill that I go feel like Godzilla on Mo pills. Maybe he should have said Frosted Flakes. Cheerios fire though. Cheerios, all right. Cheerios. I just got my son some Cheerios. All right, let's keep moving. We got Luther Crates. Hey, it's a demo track. I think we can go for one of your expert opinion. Hope you're doing well. I put your advice and became a studio junkie, but unfortunately it was cut short due to CV. But once everything slows down, I'm going to continue to listen to you. All right. I drink the word like Pepsi.
It's just different. Shawty, you see me making moves. Shawty, I see just what you doing. Shawty, jiggle to the groove while I sip the satisfaction to set up to the move. Sweet licorice, sweet sour, taffy. We gon' play slow jams and speak like Kanye. So girl, what's your dreams with Jamie Foxx say? Mickey like does to have it your way. Hershey Queens, turn all men in the door. The Skittles of the world, the Sour Patch Boy. Topping it all with some M&M ice cream. Girl, you have me melting. You look like Snickers. Peanut butter, caramel, chocolate in my teeth. Okay. You look like Snickers. Girl, you are a delicious treat.
He said, is this a strip club joint? Alka, you a fool. What you mean?
Okay. No, okay. I'm not after the Kit Kat, so step back. I just want the nerve facts.
Okay, I love how he comes in here. This reminds me of like Mace. Like this feels the vibe of what this record should have been out the gate.
Okay. I'm not after the Kit Kat, so step back. I just want the nerve facts. Warhead in your mind, just know I'm the lifesaver. Tingle in your spine, cooler than a tic tac. Still in the supply, I'm an airhead. You can see the stars bursting. Is you brain dead? I don't got $100 grand, but I'll give you payday. Now late Twix moment, do we have the same taste? Reception body ring popping in a room, and we gon' raise these.
So Andre 3000 vibes. I'll mess with this, yo.
They calling up baby roof, up to Molly, even with the oven bay. Girl, you make my jaw break. You look like Snickers.
This is hard.
Peanut butter, caramel, chocolate in my teeth. Okay. Okay. You look like Snickers. Girl, you are a delicious treat. Okay. No, okay. Hey, shawty, what's up? You see the pop rocks going off in the club? Wanna be my centerpiece?
My man came with 3 different voices on his joint.
Like, dude, do you wanna be my Reese's peanut butter cup? I said, hey, shawty, what's up? See the pop rocks going off in the club? Wanna be my centerpiece? Like, dude, do you wanna be my Reese's peanut butter cup?
Want some sugar, baby?
Sweetheart, but no, please.
Oh, what, you ice cream?
Ice break, not same thing. Butterfinger Mac, you knew I was a rapper. I'ma need that rap back. You look like Snickers.
Yo, I could have seen this coming out a while ago as an Outkast record with like Smokey Brown on the hook, and this joint would have been dope. Like this would have been. So here's the thing: tighten up some of the singing. Do some research. Make a list of the most popping TikTok dancers with under 100,000 followers, and like reach out to every single one of them. Ask them how much they would charge you to do a TikTok video to that. I feel like if you threw like maybe $1,000 to a campaign like this with smaller TikTokers, you could potentially get this to get a little momentum on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? But you got to just tighten up some of the mix and that kind of stuff. But I mess with it big time. I mess with it. I think it's fire. I think it's disruptive. I think it's funny. I think the rapping is well done. There's enough variation. You're one rapper, but you really sound like there's 3 of you on this joint. You know what I mean? So, bro, very well done. And if you did that beat, too, like, kudos to you for that. All right, we got Johan. Another beat. Snickers got me inspired to freestyle. Let's see if... Come on, we need a drop, Johan.
God got me, so I'm sick with it. Yeah. I ain't gotta fear none, cause he's sick with it.
Yeah.
Holy Spirit, Holy Ghost, yeah, I'm filled with it. I ain't gotta do the most, cause I'm filled with it. God got us, so he's sick with it. We ain't gotta fear none, cause he's sick with it. You ain't gotta do the most if you're filled with it. Holy Spirit, Holy Ghost, yeah, I'm filled with it. Straight from the holy word. Ain't no weapon the devil forms. Ain't no Aaron, ain't no sword. Ain't no mountain, ain't no storm. Can't none of it touch me. These demons come fully loaded, but can't none of it budge me or my family. Yeah. We ain't falling and we not out of place. Yeah. Got that new perspective like we ain't out of space. I ain't scared of dying young or catching a case. I ain't scared of catching a case. God got me, so I'm sick with it. I ain't gotta fear none, cause he's sick with it. Holy Spirit, Holy Ghost, yeah, I'm filled with it. I ain't gotta do the most, cause I'm filled with it. God got me, so he's sick with it. I ain't gotta fear none, cause he's sick with it. You ain't gotta do the most if you're filled with it. Holy Spirit, Holy Ghost, yeah, I'm filled with it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to turn that sub up, and you're also gonna have to add some distortion to it so that it cuts through into some of the higher register, Lohan. But that joint goes. I mess with it. Johan gonna be a legend, yo. I'm telling y'all. This, if he just keeps at it and figures out how to pop on something, TikTok, I don't know what it would be, but whew, let's go. All right, Edify, I made this love song for my wife while having more free time at home this week. All right, I like songs for your wife. Let's check it out.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
GC on the track, boy.
I got you up in my ride. I know you feeling the vibe. Feelings I can't express. You got that look in your eye.
Okay, so something about this auto-tune doesn't really cut the way it should. I think it's because you're in a lower register. So you got to spend some time really learning your auto-tune. If you're using Waves Tune, if you're using Interiors, really figure that out, because where your tone is, it sounds muddy and like, it's not like it's hidden correctly. And make sure you're recording with the auto-tune in your headphones.
I got all the questions. Do you got the answers? Leave me second guessing. I got all the questions. Do you got the answers? Give me second guessing. I got you up in my ride. I know you feeling the vibe.
Yeah.
You got that look in your eye, cause we all right. We all right. Yeah. We all right. I got all the questions. Do you got the answers? Give me second guessing. If you're ever stressing, I'll be what you need, girl. I know you're progressing. I gave you this ring, girl. You've been such a blessing. Told you it's forever. Past the first impression. Ooh. I knew that you felt the vibe. I saw that look in your eye. I had to make you my wife, yeah. If you ever need me, know that you can call me. Know you'll never leave me. Know it wasn't easy, but we kept believing. Even through the heartbreak, even through the bleeding. Each and every season, you know what I needed. Thanks for answering my questions.
I like that hook.
Thanks for answering my questions. Thanks for answering my questions. I got you up in my ride. I know you feeling the vibe. Feelings I can't express.
Yo, I mess with it. Just tweak that auto-tune a bit, man. Figure out that auto-tune. I think it's fire, though. Melodically, it's good. It's just something about the way the auto-tune is hitting isn't really doing it for me, all right? So we got Rashana Wilson. Song Let This Sing Real Fun. We got to get flagged with this joint with the Lauryn Hill. See if I can fast forward and get to her actual singing.
Trying to figure out who you gonna be. 1920 with a lot of dreams. Tired of being poor, trying to find the cream. Chasing romance cause your life is mean. Then you flunked out of college cause you ain't believe that you could be just who you put your mind to be. Nobody ever told you the power can't unfold till you know that it's there to behold. Lesson, trying to figure out what you're gonna do. 29, 30, breaking all the rules. Gotta stay high just to calm the room. A voice is in your head telling you you lose. You wanna quit your job, yeah, it's overdue. You gotta block that man, he keep calling you. You gotta cut the fam, do more harm than good. Pray to God, you just misunderstood. Dear God, where you at right now? I'm feeling all alone, falling off right now.
Yo, you're freaking dope, yo. Send me a DM now that you're back on social. I'm gonna send you some beats, cause we gotta get you some original beats.
You say you couldn't see me too distracted, active, filling up your heart with all the baggage. Just focus on me and you will see the mountains in your life are really mustard seeds. You wanna be set free, eat from my tree. My sacrifice makes vices flee. Watch out, watch out. Watch out, watch out. Watch out, watch out. Watch out, watch out. You know you gon' win when you get right within. Let that sink in. You know you gon' win when you get right within. Let that sink in.
Yo, your voice is so fire. Is there another rap on this?
Let that sink in. Oh, let that sink in.
Interiors. Okay, so Edify, you just watch some tutorials. Maybe someone, I don't know. I think Conscious uses Interiors. Reach out to Conscious. Y'all can connect offline and chop it up about like some different tweaks. No, it's not the reverb. It's definitely the auto tune. Something about the auto tune has it a little too muddy. Maybe the EQ, but definitely the auto tune. Yeah, that joint's dope. All right, my man Mesa Montana. Let's go. Trapped inside the house, got the creative juices flowing. Here's a little track I made last night speaking about my fear of having to lead my family through this pandemic, when in fact I feel like I'm just trying to figure things out myself. They're counting on me and I'm counting on God. Stepped out of my comfort zone with this one. Some vocals still need to be corrected. Let's go, bro.
Couch, watch the world go crazy. It's never quarantine when I'm chilling with my lady. Lay back, singing Coldplay to our baby. Thinking about our life and the snow one he gave me. Yeah. So I pray you see your life not so hard. Yeah. But I'm sorry in advance for your scars. But we couldn't do life on our own. Gotta give them life, give them hope. Gotta put in that fight for all. Gotta take them high, move it low, cause they counting on me. Yeah, and I'm counting on you. Oh, cause they counting on me.
Mesa, I think I would have went for the auto-tune on that, bro, because it's already a very like electronic beat. I think the right auto-tune layering or some vocoder, that joint could have hit. Like, it's cool, it's just very, you still played it a little too safe in my opinion.
Counting on you. Yeah, I'm counting on you. Been inside for nearly 9 days, feeling like I'm going insane. Hear the news and all the updates, can't believe everything that they say. But I'm worried in my own head, concerned with all this nonsense. Is it really that big of a threat? Really that number of deaths? I don't know. Look, but my family worried, and I'm scared of death, cause they counting on me to make a choice and lead the way in these tough decisions I gotta make in these circumstances I can't erase. But if something happens, I'm gonna break up. So I pray you see your life not so hard. Yeah. I'm sorry in advance for your scars, but we couldn't do life on our own. Gotta give them life, give them hope. Gotta put in that fight for all. Gotta take them high, move it low, cause they counting on me. Yeah, and I'm counting on you. Oh, cause they counting on me.
Yeah, this is cool, man. Auto-tune, drums, you know what I mean? Something to mix it up with. I think it's all right. I think it's all right. I think it could have been, I think it could have just been, you could have took more risk. Distortion, auto-tune, flanger, right? Just some more risk, in my opinion. It's very safe. And so I think you should really go and like explore the effects, try some harmonies, like really dive in. You know what I'm saying? All right. Robert Anthony Rodriguez, a worship style poem geared towards people at church. Question: should I make it 3 to 4 minutes to archive it? Let's see. Let's check it out. My man Robert with the videos. Okay.
What is breathing? Is it the air that we breathe? The mysterious vapor of a cloud that is our life? The mighty mountaintops we have yet reached? The valley that remains perhaps to command you to mourn? The majestic eagle that must lift its wings to be lifted higher? However, what lifts it is invisible. The triumphant lion, well respected, even honorable, but face to face fearful, conqueror, not reluctant to take a breath. Look at the landscape. Sometimes it takes days treading. Cold still water is not entirely still. Most have currents and are full of life. Some say a flow or an energy, and what we gather is life. Bear with me. Is it random chance that caused such a miracle of a breath? Or is there a living creator that simply gave it? My question is, if you do believe, is he breathing? Answer me this. This may require breath. If a tree falls down, does it make a sound? If so, if there's a living God, does he speak? Or perhaps he is mute or deaf. Just because he has not answered does not mean you are a waste of a breath. The wind that he sends your way, creating storms, is probably an attempt for you to resuscitate. Breathe. Don't go as far as to be blind to see you're not worthy of such a gift. Who are you to judge as far as you can't see? Do you consider yourself worthy of life's greatest treasure? Ask, of who faithfully provides. Praise God and speak with your very life, for he is worthy. Ask you again, what is breathing?
Yo, that was dope. Robert, I think I think you got it when it comes to the spoken word, bro. You just need to write 30 more of those, 20 more of those. You know what I'm saying? I think I wouldn't make it any longer. I think it's good. Sometimes you tend to be a bit cryptic and a bit ambiguous. And I think sometimes there's a time for that, but I think sometimes it's good just to be direct. You know what I'm saying? And like, boom, just direct. So, all right, here we got the homie Emmanuel to come up with a song with an original song structure. Literally, it takes me too long to the point I get bored and lose energy at coming in. That being said, I try my best. After that, I move on. My hope is to get people to hear me give glory to God through everything I might go through. I believe that belongs to God. All right, let's check you out. Initial impressions is I wish the drums hit harder.
I just need it every day. Jump on my foot like, hey, I need that like what you say, cause I want it every day. No flesh, I gotta get your spirit all day, yeah. Help me cause I get my flesh, I don't want that like you. Help me shoot, I don't want it, I do. I just got my father all my life and I just need it. I just need Jehovah in my life cause I just need it. I said Jehovah, he that love like to my you, Jesus. Jehovah Jireh, I provide it. He that love like to my you, Jesus. Jehovah Jireh, I provide it.
Yo, this is cool. I like the beginning and that hook. I would have that echo.
I just need it every day. Jump on my foot like, hey, I need that like what you say, cause I want it every day. No flesh, I gotta get your spirit all day, yeah. Help me cause I get my flesh, I don't want that like you. Help me shoot, I don't want it, I do. I just got my father all my life and I just need it. I just need Jehovah in my life cause I just need it. I said Jehovah, he that love like to my you, Jesus. Jehovah Jireh.
Yo, I just think this is the best I've heard from you in terms of song structure. The hook, there's actually a hook that repeated. Your words are like legible and understandable. Emmanuel, this is definitely a step in the right direction. I'm super appreciative of that you're actually implementing this. I think this with the right mix and maybe like another half verse. The intro's too long in my opinion. Like it takes you. I feel like it could have got to the point quicker, and I think the drums really need to punch me in the face on this 808. Overall, like it's just not mixed very well. So I think you're also, as you're learning song structure, you're gonna have to simultaneously learn mixing. But if you can figure out song structure and mixing, then I feel like you could really build your own sound. You know what I'm saying? Ru, can you explain the difference between being disruptive and being noisy? That's a good question. I feel like disruption can come in content. Disruption can come in song arrangement. Disruption can come in just having your own vibe. Like this to me has its own vibe, and it's not neatly packaged and it's not perfect, but it's disruptive enough where it makes me go, wait, I haven't really heard this before. I don't know if I like it or not. That's being disruptive. Being noisy is being unintentional and being all over the place. You know what I mean? So I think like being disruptive is when you're like considering people's attention span, doing something different, grasping, pulling them into your world. Being noisy is it's like pull versus push. I feel like disruption is you could pull somebody into what you're doing, and noise is you're just pushing your noise and your agenda on people. That'd be my opinion. I just totally made that up on the spot, so I could be wrong. All right, still in the works, but wanted to submit a preview. My man Justin, Patreon and YouTube channel member. Appreciate this dude big time.
I swear you don't know about the West. You don't know nothing about riding up the 5, you on the left. God gave us front row view to the sunset. Everybody think it's paradise, but we
Okay, some of these vocals are off beat. You got to know the BPM of the original song, and you got to know the BPM and make sure your BPM matches it or time stretch the vocals.
some real ones on the left. So what you know
I like what's happening with the beat though, Justin.
about the West? Swear y'all know about the West Side. NorCal, SoCal, go ahead and rep. We the realest ones left, let me tell you about left. Left coast, west side up high.
This is in a different key. Different BPM and a different key.
Left coast, west side up high. Left coast, west side up high.
Don't you think like that? I will love you endlessly. If you don't believe in me, don't you be like that? I will love you forever. If you don't believe in me, yeah.
I'll admit it, it's not perfect. Now I take that back, cause when I'm learning, you get what you pay.
Yeah, bro, Justin, you really got to understand the timing of raps, the BPM of raps, like creating similar pockets. This sounds like it's in a wrong key, and it sounds like the groove of it is off. And to me, it sounds like it's the wrong BPM. So you got to figure out what is the BPM of the raps, line up the like bring in the original beat with the original rap, make sure everything hits the same, and then start swapping out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me see how much more is there.
For that's on purpose. Cause I swear you ain't no low one. It's a California way they can defeat it.
Make the next level, take it far from the ghetto.
I will love you and
She's hella loud too, so I would turn her down. Okay, it's the same BPM, but it may not hit the same, meaning that your one might be slightly over. You know what I'm saying? Or the groove of the drums might be different. So you got to consider the groove of the drums as well. You don't have no drums yet. You know what I mean? So that's another thing is to consider the bounce of the record. So you can't just completely abandon the bounce of an original record when there's intricate rapping happening. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The first verse was Belief, and then he added a different hook. It's a remix he's doing, and then that's a me on that second verse. I thought it was Ruslan when he said, I admit it's not perfect. Yeah. That's it's a song called, what is it called? Left Coast from the Good Religion album. And he is remixing it, creating another beat to it. All right. Paulina Diaz. This is a song I wrote for my wife. The funniest part about this is the whole idea is that I wanted to try and sell this beat, but it never sold. So I decided to write it, and this happened. The hook simply explains how when she kisses me in general affection, my doubts go floating. I tie it all together towards the end with a rap part saying, looking to our provider while he's steering us out. Hope you enjoy. Let's check you out, bro. I like all these songs about wives. It's kind of a vibe.
I never thought that I'd be right here where you are. You stayed by me when I couldn't trust myself, trust myself. Sometimes I think you'll leave and I turn around and there you are. Baby girl, you're my odyssey, my odyssey. Just one kiss and my doubts go floating far from me, distance wider than the ocean. Just one kiss and my heart.
All right, Junior, bro, there's some parts on here that are like very not that are very out of tune and out of key, and I don't know if you know that. Two, there's the so if you're not a great singer, then use autotune, use a pitch corrector, sing it with autotune in your headphones, then use a pitch corrector, right? The beat is cool. It sounds a little amateurish. It doesn't sound very well produced. It doesn't sound very well mixed. I want to hear this rap you did at the end.
While he's staring us out, mine's a prison. We won't to sell, make time for the help. One time for the help, mate. Sometimes she's a cell.
You said obviously you're a much stronger rapper than you are a singer.
Mate. Mine's a prison, we won't figure it out. Just looking to our provider while he's staring us out. Jesus, take the wheel. Really never mattered how it made me feel. My fate takes many blows, so when I'm older, that joint gon' be still. But I'm still, wifey still in moments, she's alone to build a holy home. But it won't be our own, he's with us, baby. Just trust, baby. And I'll keep working not to cuss, baby. Your man is walking blindly through all this stuff, baby. I'm confident that all my good isn't what made me. For real, experience made me a better man. Honest friend.
That he absolutely should have used a different kick for this. I'm sorry, I'm really picking out. Your rap is fire, but that kick is no good. That snare is no good. You got to get some more modern kicks and snares, my G. This is another one of those, like, you're a great, it sounds like you're playing this stuff and compositionally is fire, but you're not respecting the details in a platform of production in 2020.
To love without an end. All from a guy who was once a man. Let's build the glory that's filling in. Let's renew our minds. Let him mold our hearts. All starts with him, then starts within. Let me lead you forth. Influence from the Lord. Keep loving me like you do. I promise I'm never bored. We're only just getting started. Chasing the love from which we weren't departed. Your life is SSC and my essence is just an artist. But we're just getting started.
I would have opened this with the verse. I would have used pitch correction on your vocals. I would have absolutely used different drum sounds and spent a bit more time on the mix. But you can rap really well, and this sounds like a demo for a singer. My 2 cents. All right, first song Barth ever submitted to Fan Love Friday, and now, coming full circle, he got this joint mix by Conscious, who he met through the Patreon community. So, very exciting times. Let's check you out. I'm gonna get a beverage.
Hey, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Need that love like to my eulogies.
Sorry, Bart. That wasn't you.
I got faith, gets real, fall down, give grace. I got faith, gets real, fall down, give grace. I got faith, they don't see, they want me.
Yo, Conscious brought this joint to life. He brought it back to life. He resurrected this mix. Shout out to Conscious out here changing lives.
In the ground, I can't stop. I want to. I know they ain't true. Emotions running around in my mind. Emotions turning all the time. Emotions make me think that it's real. Make me think that I can't falling in this fear, but I got faith. I can't fall. I fall down. You come through. I got faith. You can't see. You fall down. But you're with me.
My daddy want perfect, but he gave me purpose, yeah. And he gave me power under God to change what ain't working, yeah. You just gon' switch it up. You wanna tell me I'm good enough, then you go telling me that I'm not. I can't believe you cause you ain't God, oh no. You ain't my God, you ain't gon' tell me nothing, I don't bow down. Babylon, you just a murderer, how can I place you the crown? Nah, I need that fruit, pour up the berry, the juices, and I'm living good, yeah. I know it's freedom in Jesus, he got me, so I'm jumping off of the roof, yeah. I'm jumping down in the ocean, I'm finna go take a dive, yeah. I know that Jesus, he got me, he gon' bring me alive, yeah. He gon' heal all my wounds, yeah. And I'm deep down in the blood, yeah. They wanna allow me, no copy, no, I'm free in this love, yeah.
I got faith, they don't.
Yo, joint's fire. So happy you connected with Conscious. So happy you're part of this community, bro. You're one of my favorites here. And I'm very grateful for you, Bartholomew Jones. And I even bought some Bartholomew Jones merch. You know what I'm talking about? That's how we roll. All right, Isaac Piper. I made this song last night. It's called Who You Like, meaning who does a person take after what they do? Confirming the patterns of the world. Oh, okay. I mix everything in my bedroom and do my best. All right. I'm nervous, Isaac.
Yeah. Just eating some cheeses right now. Praise God, huh? Praise God, huh? Yeah. Who you like? 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 La 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 la. Who are you like? Who you like? Who you like? Hey, yo, who you like? Acting like the world in your mind, getting swirled, falling to calamity instead of clam in a pearl, keeping it together. You are present.
Okay, first impression is I like the beat, don't like the artwork. Not sure how I feel about your raps.
Homie, be still. Differences in our behaviors as disparity feels.
Okay, you're mumbling and you don't sound very confident. Shouldn't be reading your raps. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, we do not read our raps around here. All right? Put your freaking phone down, memorize the rap, do it until you got it from memory. This sounds like a demo. I hope he's not reading his raps. Let's keep listening.
Gotta be like Christ when times are tough, and when times seem good, seeking him not is not behaviors as disparity feels.
Disparity feels.
Gotta be like Christ when times are tough, and when times seem good, seeking him not stuff to make.
It's like this is what I'm talking about. Spend an extra hour, go the extra mile, memorize the rap. It'll sound that much better. They've studied in the book Outliers, hence the whole thing. They've studied greatness. People who are statistical anomalies to the average person. They've done it with professional violin players, violin players who teach, and then like hobbyists. And the thing that they have found is the people who were at the professional violin level space spend 10,000 hours practicing. 10,000 hours. It's 10,000 hour rule. The people who taught violin were at 4,000 hours, and the people who are hobbyists spend 1,500 hours. Okay, Some of you guys, because you are a Christian rapper, because you don't know what to do, you are spending 1,500 hours. Your projected capacity on working on your craft is 1,500 hours, and you want 10,000 hour results. You're going to put in the effort of 1,500 hours over the next 5 years to work on your craft, but you want 10,000 hour professional level proficiency. And unfortunately, the time that we live in, you got to spend 10,000 hours on the art and then spend 10,000 hours on the marketing, right? And then probably spend another 10,000 hours on learning video and telling your story or TikTok or something else. If you want to be an independent musician and not give a big chunk of what you're doing away, right? If you don't want to give 90%, 40%, 50% to a label, this is the climate that we're in. So don't expect 10,000 hour results, professional, outlier, expert results if you're only going to put in 1,500 hours and not go that extra mile. My brother could have easily punched that bar. He could have memorized this verse. He could have not read this verse, and it would have been 10% better. And so what we identify as greatness, what we identify as genius in music is just really an attention to detail. And it's an attention to detail because it's time invested over decades that gets it to a quality level. Some of us started with different advantages. Some of us have a better look. Some of us have a better voice. Some of us grew up singing in church, and so therefore you've been singing in church since you were 5 years old, like my son Will. He's been singing in church. He's taking music classes at 5. By the time he's 15, he will put 10,000 hours, or 5,000 hours having done and learned music. I didn't do that at 15. I'm completely self-taught. I barely know music theory. Like, I know the basics of music theory, right? So if you want to be successful in anything, you got to be willing to put the work in. You got to be willing to put those 10,000 hours in. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. Bart has all those traits. I'm mad. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And so someone like Bart probably grew up singing in church, probably has an edge because he has a cool look, probably has a cooler voice, and he has an advantage. And that's dope, but he still has to put in work just like everybody else. And then once he partners with the right people to help him with the mixing, then you get, whoa, this has the potential of being great, right? Judy, you got it. Do what's hard so it'll be easy. You want music to be easy for you? You want production to be easy for you? Put in 10,000 hours. And Judy, someone like you, just so you know, Judy, I'm assuming, I don't remember her Instagram. She's probably starting a little later with the production, but that's okay, right? Because rapping is a young man's sport, but production, no one knows, no one cares. You know what I'm saying? There's producers out there in their 40s, 50s making huge records for the radio. So it's okay. You start at 30, 35 as a producer, you're good. Put down your 10,000 hours. By the time you're 45, you're a genius. You're a genius level. You're an outlier level of production, right? Or spoken word, right? With rap, it's a little tough. You got to get those hours in quickly because, by the time you hit 40, 43, 50, you kind of already got to have your foot in the door to make that a career as a professional rapper, unless it's just one of the multiple things you do, right? So, I don't talk about this enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk about this enough. I don't talk about the fact that, when I got my first computer in 2001, 2002, that I spent, 5, 6, 7 hours a night working on music, working on mixing, working on rapping. And then I got mentors that came around me and helped me give me better beats, better sounds for my beats, helped me learn little tips on how to master, how to mix, right? And that compounded to 2 decades, You know what I'm saying? To 2 decades. I've been doing this for 2 decades. I got my first computer my sophomore year of high school, which was 2000. Goodness gracious. I've been producing music on my own in my house, other rappers, for 2 decades. And I still have a ton of room to go. And so I don't know if I've put in my 10,000 hours. I think I have as a rapper. You know what I mean? But what happens as a rapper is that you can put in the 10,000 hours and then the whole tide changes and it goes in a totally different direction. And now everybody rapping like this. And we gonna be, everybody rapping the nose and the most. And then someone comes along like a Kendrick and changes rap. And now you got Earth Gang and JID and all these dudes who sound completely different and the landscape of rap has changed, right? So that kind of stuff happens, right? So just be aware of this kind of stuff as we're talking about it. And when we're talking about, just so we're clear, we're not talking about aimlessly working on beats. We're talking about focused, deliberate practice. Focused, deliberate practice. Justin said he started producing in 2001. That's dope. I don't know if you're talking about compositionally or just arranging tracks, but focused, deliberate practice on your craft. Learning the piano, you could spend a gajillion hours and never actually get past it if you don't have deliberate, focused energy on that instrument. You guys see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go back to this. Sorry, I didn't mean to go on that rant, but I feel like this is necessary because I feel like I hear some of you guys and you're cutting corners. You're cutting corners, and I know you could put in a better effort, and you need to put in that extra hour, because that extra hour a night times 300 nights, that's an extra 300 hours. That's, you know what I mean? You're closer to getting to that 10,000 hour mark.
Hollow, Jesus name hollow, beat that name, blood and veins, how his love always remains. Cannot complain and combine it with hate, not a real word, right? So are we following the real word and getting real turned instead of getting real turned? I'm on fire so much I'm feeling real burnt. Sick of here more than the web is will burn. Got me in my element and so for silver. How I'm gonna do it, always look to him first. With him nothing's impossible, it's more than just a verse.
Be like the characteristics of the Most High. Ain't gonna leave you hanging like a clothesline when the world buzzing. I'ma shine, shoot fly. I'ma get down on my knees not just to get my shoe tied. We gonna be fine if we.
Okay, that the first part of the hook was cool. The little speed up and the shoot tie line doesn't work for me.
Sit on my skin, I reflect darkness, only as light. Holy water flowing, no alkaline. Be more like him, man, cause we running out of time. Who you like? Who you like? Who you like? Who you like? Who you like?
I would have let that breathe. Who you like? Who you like? Instead of who you like, who you like, who you like, right? It just becomes too much.
Who you like? 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 Who you like?
Okay, that's my advice to you, Isaac. Attention to detail, more effort. I want to hear more effort. All right, we got the homie Mylan Cradle. This is a track I worked on after a crazy and traumatic experience I faced recently with law enforcement. Reminiscing on my encounters in my growing up with law enforcement. We'll be releasing a song on May 1st. It does contain some explicit words. Thank you. Hide your kids, hide your wife. There's some profanity in this. No! My G! Link don't work, fam. Mylan, link don't work, fam. Y'all gotta be easy with the private links, man. It's an unlisted link. All right, Young Zealous. This song is my last song for my first mixtape, Zayology. I kind of like that name. Reminding people that once we got nothing, all of a sudden we're alive, because God's possible. Okay.
You know that we came from God, yeah. He'll make something out of nothing. He'll make a way out of nowhere. He'll make a way out of nowhere. You know that we came from God, yeah. He'll make something out of nothing. He'll make a way out of nowhere. He'll make a way out of nowhere. You know that we came from God, yeah. He'll make something out of nothing. He'll make a way out of nowhere. He'll make a way out of nowhere. I remember what they said in the old days. Mama said he'll make a way out of nowhere. And all those blessings go before us today. And we was
Okay. Initial impression. This has like kind of like Tadashi vibes. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Kind of like Tadashi vibes. You fall off beat here. This is another one of those like you didn't go the extra mile. Listen.
And all those blessings go before us today.
And you sound like you.
We we was kept alive just because she prayed. And I know we was hard hit. She would pray to God, yeah, early in the morning. I know that we had problems. She's the reason why my faith has started. And I started to look up and I put my faith in the Godhead. We used to get put out of every house. Used to question what it's like.
Nice switch. Beautiful switch.
I would go down your holy route.
Yeah.
Please, Lord, just help us out. And my mama, she
You was losing me. I keep it a buck. You was losing me, but that switch got me back in.
just wanted to spouse. Got her to work at 11 p.m. She was just jammed. The Whitney Houston, I just wanted to dance. She tried to find a good man, but she blew every chance. She said the struggle
You sound like you're reading. Stop reading.
won't last forever. Now you see my people living better. And cause I follow the Christ, you can see in my life, everybody got better. Even my fam, even my friends, he make the burden lighter. If you follow the Christ, you know it get brighter.
It's like, 1 minute to get the budget of Christ to go, but the budget of nice.
You know that we.
All right, fam. Yo, y'all gotta understand. When I tell you I don't read your raps, it's because you don't sound confident. Now maybe you just lack confidence, but that right there was it wasn't confident. Like you started good, and it was like the longer the verse went, the least confident it felt. When you first came in with that double time, it was fire. And then it just like you kind of mumbled your way out of it. You know what I mean? So either you got to punch or you got to memorize your rap, right? I don't read it was vulnerable. Nah, fam. No, it didn't work. It didn't work. You like vulnerability means passion. Vulnerability means there was little confidence in that, in my opinion. It sounded incongruent. What you were saying and how you were saying it didn't sound like they matched up as well as they could have. And I'm telling you this, Zealous, because I think you have the potential of digging a little deeper, whether that's memorizing your raps, punching your raps more, just digging deep, closing your eyes, getting in the zone, pouring did you pour 150% of yourself into that record? 150%. Answer that. Be honest with yourself. Did you pour 150% of yourself and everything you had into that record? I don't think you did. I don't think you did. I think you poured 80%. And don't get me wrong, better is something at 80% and released than something at 150% and never released because you get too fancy with it. But I feel like music is emotional. Like you gotta pour all of yourself into that, and especially into this type of record. And I just feel like you held back. So I don't know if maybe you don't record yourself, and as an engineer, and you got to rush through the session, and you gotta get to the point so you get out of there. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It was my first time telling my story. Okay. So your second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, 10th time, record it yourself. I don't know if you had an engineer there, but record it yourself so you can really dig deep and pour yourself into it. Sometimes it's awkward to do when there's an engineer there. You're not tight with the engineer. It's not a homie. Don't read your raps. Punch your raps. Some of y'all are just trying to one-take everything. That's not it. And leave everything you have. I would do multiple takes. I'd take the best of all the takes. I'd really go in, and then I would marinate on it for a week. I would sit on it for a week. I would marinate on it a week. I would then go in and then clean it up and do a revision of it. Tighten it up, tweak it, right? Zealous, you have a lot of good variables. You can rap, you're on beat, you can sing a little bit, you have a good tone, you're picking out good stuff, you got good concepts, you got good cadences. But I'm telling you, that last 10%, the thing that people call intangible, right? The it factor is going to be in attention to detail. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be in attention to detail. And that, I think, is where you can grow. I think you do that and you will get to that creatively to that next level. All right, we're going to dive in. The homie Bats, hey bro, I just want to say thank you. In one of your older videos from a year ago, you said being in proximity of great people opens up a lot of doors, and with your help, I've came a long way. I'm going to use this for TikTok series called Black America. I'll cut these into 4 to 8 bar videos. I'll pray for him as well. Thank you, bro. Okay, Millen reset his link. Okay, you will see it's doper than it's made out to be live. I've heard people react to this on my media. I'm lost. Get it right, channel. I'm sorry. I don't know what you mean. I'm super confused on what we're talking about. Let me listen to Bats and then I'll come back to Mylan. They was like, I listened to it out of no way on repeat. I don't know what you mean, bro. I'm super confused. All right, here we go. Homie Bats.
Shout out to my black kings and all my black queens. Shout out to my black kings and all my black queens. Yeah, y'all beautiful. Yeah, you beautiful. Yeah. Walking down the street, they see them flags in different colors. They started shooting, they gon' let it rip. They killed their brother because in these streets they guarantee there's no father to mothers for they gang because they only got each other. Ain't that sad? Ain't that bad? How was a community we deal with that? Because I can't. We live in an era where we is not safe. All these rappers rap about is buying a rave. Nah, and I'm not cool with that. I need some substance. Not something I just put up in my car and I bum with, but something that's gonna feed my soul, yeah. Something that's gonna pack the young and the old forever though. Look, we got ghettos that is modern day segregation, target discrimination. We need some elevation, we need some innovation. I'm waiting for the awakening to see all the stats that they saying is really inflated. Tired to see my young queens on that Snapchat, asking can I send some money to their cash app, so I can see their premium and they clap that. Tell me why your mother let you get a back tat? That's why as father figures I feel that we really fail. We need to take the mental back so that we can prevail, so our young ones can grow and they can excel, because we live in a society where we meant to fail. Yeah, they mad because I won't conform to their ways. Yeah, they mad because I'm no longer a slave. Yeah, they mad because I'm walking the road that I'm paved, because I ain't a slave to society stuck in their ways. Dang. Shout out to my black kings and all my black queens. Shout out to my black kings and all my black queens. Yeah, y'all beautiful. Yeah, y'all beautiful. Look, shout out to my black kings.
Yo, this is dope. Yeah, I made the beat on a live cook up the other night. Super glad he put it to use. I just love hearing dope rappers on my stuff. All right, so a couple parts here. You sound a little, sound like you could have punched. Let me pull it back.
Community, we deal with that because I can't. We live in an era where we is not safe. All these rappers rap about is buying a rave. Nah, and I'm not cool with that. I need some substance.
I feel like that could have hit a little better. All these rappers buying a rave. Some it just felt a little stiff there.
Not safe. All these rappers rap about is buying a rave.
All these maybe add a syllable. All these rappers buying a rave instead of all these rappers rapping about buying a rave. Like you could have added a syllable. All these rappers
Nah, and I'm not cool with that. I need some substance. Not something I just put up in my car and I bum with, but something that's gonna feed my soul, yeah. Something that's gonna pack the young and the old forever though.
That part right there could have been punched.
Something that's gonna feed my soul, yeah. Something that's gonna pack the
something that's gonna
my soul, yeah. Something that's gonna pack the young and the old
so something that's gonna pass the young into old. I feel like you could have said and like swap that word something out with something else. So something that's gonna feed my soul, yeah. Something that's gonna fill my soul, yeah. A message that could oh yeah. You know what I mean? Something just to bring it a bit more. That something felt awkward.
Oh yeah, something that's gonna pack the young and the old.
Something that's gonna bring my soul, yeah. A message bringing oh yeah. You know what I mean? I think that could have been I think that could have been punched in a bit better.
Look, we got ghettos that is modern day segregation.
Now here you catch your pocket. This is fire.
Look, we got ghettos that is modern day segregation, target discrimination. We need some elevation. We need some innovation. I'm waiting for the awakening to see all the stats that they saying is really inflated. Tired to see my young queens on that Snapchat, asking can I send some money to their cash app, so I can see their premium and they clap that.
Dope. I love it. All right, let me go back to my man Mylan Crendel. Trinity Affair was my young zealous commenting on Get It Right channel. I was making sure my phone didn't do it, so I kept recording on my laptop. Get It Right channel. Okay, we're gonna move on to the homie Mylan. Some profanity on this. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Oh, bruh. Okay, Mylan, you can't send me links that are private, my G. Okay, this means that only you can see it. When you send it like this, it means only you can see it. You have to send an unlisted link, brother. This shouldn't be as common of a mistake as it is. Okay, so let's not make that mistake anymore. All right. Martin Toe. I just released a song 3 days ago. Would love your feedback. Song's called Benefit. I take my time making the song. All right. right? This looks promising. It look promising. Yeah. Looks so promising. Whoa.
Yeah, you remind me of a Marabu. Oh, the dragon and the sea, the kakamu. Speaking, you know me. I come in for it.
Okay, earlier I talked about being disruptive. I'm not sure how this is going to pan out. This record may not pan out as well as I think it's going to be. But sometimes you could be disruptive by saying words that you just aren't expecting to hear in a rap. So he comes in with a word that like I've never even really heard. Like I don't know what he's saying.
Oh, the dragon and the sea. You remind me of a Marabu.
You remind me of a Marapu.
All the dragon and the see the caca move.
All the dragon in it, you see the caca move, right? Instantly, I've never heard those words, so now my ears are tingling. Oh, this is interesting. Versus if he came in with said, and I do this for the whole world. Yeah, I do this for all the boys and girls, right? How many times have we heard world and boys and girls rhymed, right? But when you come in with something that has never been rhymed before, you haven't. Witch doctor is Marabu. Okay, so what is he saying? You remind me of you do this?
You remind me of a Marabu.
You remind me of a witch doctor. Okay, French, West African. Dope. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Boom, fire. You remind me of a Marabu, the witch doctor.
All the dragon in the see the caca move.
All the dragon in it see the caca move. Is that right?
Speaking, you know me. I come in for it. When you see me, I hit the target. Many asking too much question. You only come around with too much checking. I heard that Jojo Man was making double key. Yeah, my friend.
I heard that Jojo Obama was making double key. Like, what is he saying? This is stuff that's like words that you're not gonna hear in a typical rap song. That's probably unique to his culture, and I'm instantly into what he's talking about, right? And it's a vibe. Like the beat is cool. It's not the best mixed record. It's not super like, you know what I'm saying, polished, but like there's something here.
Checking. I heard that Jojo Man was making double key. Yeah, my friend I have it with that mogo fee. Back in Ivory Coast, I learned a logo B. Need some peace of mind and you can channel me. You not go for God, you go for Sasu.
This is fire.
Now the doctor, they don't know what they can do. You don't wanna focus, you can benefit. All that back and forth, and you can benefit.
It's an infectious cadence too.
Yelling, you can benefit. All that too much power, you can benefit. Jumping in it, Dion, la per Dion. When they see me, swear to God, they never see them. I've been working from the AM to the PM. When they see me, I hit the target. Sitting man and always talking. All that too much talking, life on nothing. Begin all they know is too much bluffing. I come and dust the damage, create you something. Speaking, you should go and switch the cable. They don't wanna see you at the table. They just wanna see you acting crippled. But then I know still my God is able.
You know the Baku toy, envy don't carry us nowhere. They said, but time will see the truth and use our hair. Be a brother's keeper and love each other. Always stay motivated, stay focused, and keep your head up.
You don't wanna focus, you can benefit. All that back and forth, and you can benefit. Begin always yelling, you can benefit. All that too much power, you can benefit.
Yo, that joint fire. That's not it. We adding this to the playlist right now. That joint is cold. I mess with it. Mix could have been better. Drums could have hit harder. I could pick it apart, but overall, there's something here. It's different. It's disruptive. He's using language I've never heard before. The cadence is infectious. It's like there's a lot of really good things happening in this record. So shout out to you. It's the accent. Like he's really using his accent well. Dang, that joint is fire, yo. I'm gonna have to listen to that one more time before we wrap up. All right, we got Call Me DT. This is my first verse for my upcoming Cypher. I'm the first, and Professor Biz is second. It's a partnership with the brand for his glory. Let me know what you think, Roos. You might have to download. Sorry, the link doesn't work. You guys, with the what? The link don't work at all, fam. What's happening? Hold on, let's check this out. Yo, y'all gotta stop with the direct downloads, fam. Dropbox is not that complicated. Nope, it ain't working. Gosh darn it. Let's see.
Look, I'm from the bottom, I come from the mud. Dismissing my idols like Jennifer Hood, but this ain't a cover, don't front like a cover. My guy got me covered, I'm covered in blood. I've been a G, I exhibited too, but they don't wanna hear my prohibited views. So I give them Jeezy and throwing some Jesus, treat them like blue, let them follow the clues. Look, I'm just telling my story. I stay in my lane like Tory, revealing my truth like Maury. I do it all for his glory. I could've been dead like twice. I'd have been read my rights. I could've just lost my mind. I could've just lost my life. But I come from the streets, I'm a fighter. I've been through the fire, so why would they try you again? I'm like no other in business, my brother. When we get together, that's why you and Ken. I'm having a blast, I do it. Yeah, I'm making special moves. Eating the beat like a edible. I stay on point like a decimal. My inner thoughts are hidden treasures. So many gems that come out of pressure. King of the ring, but I'm not a wrestler. Keep the same energy like a Tesla. Man, it's so evident I'm in my element, giving you fire like it's for the hell of it. Part of my etiquette, yeah, it's okay if you telling my name. Just put some respect on it. I get upset, but it's just from the passion that I get from rapping. Cause I gotta represent, I don't be asking permission. I tell them what I'm gonna do, just like a predicate, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Look, if they illiterate, I memorize the book and then speak till they get it. Watch who you hang around, cause they only gon' spin you unless they invest it. Bible on Bible, I'm like, man, change your heart, let the bass of the thump.
That's a biz.
With no title, feeling real entitled, want something from nothing. Life ain't a game of poker. Say they all in, but they bluffing. Must be tired training at Olympic Mount, cause all you do is running. You don't choose and you're choosing. Stoop too low and that's stupid. The why behind what you doing. Got no point, man, what are you proving? Ask the professor if you got no friends at the school of you, cause I'll be the one to ask what you do it for. With Roman numerals, Professor Dreadhead lay his life down for the bride, that's a bedspread. Feed them till they wake up, bed and breakfast, But y'all wanna change like it's magic, just like they know something to snap, yeah. I'm coming straight in my bag, yeah. Do you want paper or plastic? The word is on paper, so I'ma connect like unlimited data. Upstairs, downstairs, house divided with his peacemakers and these great debaters. Smell when it's devilish evidence, a signature with the penmanship, said it no editing. Yeah, it's ugly when fighting for freedom. I'll be that Frederick, I'll be that Harriet, follow the leader. Yeah, what Jesus said for me, I'ma do for you.
Yo, this joint is dope. I just think the beat needs an upgrade. Y'all rapping, but I think the beat desperately needs an upgrade. The beat is beats a little dated. Beats a little dated. If we're gonna be honest, my G, talking about, yeah, it's a little dated. All right, wait, where are we at? Okay, we did. I thought I've been liking all these. All right, Bake Master, here we go. We got a few, goodness, I keep adding files. All right. Okay, he made this, okay, let's go back to Mylan Cradle, who been having issues with his file. Here we go. Hide your kids, hide your wife, some profanity in this. This is a vibe. You sound dope on this. You got to get to the point though.
You gotta walk alone. Some people don't grow. When you know, then you know. But when you know, then you know. Then you know.
Tell me what you know. Hey, tell me what you know and what you see. Hold up, wait. How it show? Tell me if you know. Knowing that nobody know. Knowing that nobody know. Tell me what you know.
Yeah, man, I think this is cool. It's just kind of takes a while to get to it. The beat is crazy. I like you on it. I just feel like it needed to get to the point a little faster. And I feel like there wasn't a differentiation between the hook and the beat. I mean, the hook and the verse. But all in all, I mess with it. It's a dope vibe. It feels good, sounds good. You know what I'm saying? I think it's really cool. All right, Jeriel, beat I've been working on during quarantine since I couldn't configure my Mac. Definitely unfinished, though. Okay. I feel like, Jeriel, your bass lines and chops are fire. I hope that's not a sample, though. Get away from sampling if you're sampling stuff that's not on Splice. And I hope you're composing those bass lines, because those bass lines are really strong. You just got to get the drums to knock. Yeah, joint's dope. So again, Jeriel, for you, bro, deliberate time practicing and working on your craft. Deliberate, focused energy, deliberate. Where are you weak in? You're weak in your drum game. Spend deliberate time watching tutorials and investing time into getting your drums to work and knock. You could find that in any DAW that you work in. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right, the homie, Cole Tyndall from Minnesota. I got a record coming with this dude. He's super fire. This song's called I Don't Care. It's self-recorded, produced, mixed, and mastered. Any feedback on those would be very helpful. All right, let's get it.
Push me to the edge, take everything you can until you leave me empty. Yeah, I'll probably give you everything I have left. Rip it from my hands and you can just forget me. Tell me why I always feel so far from my friends. Drifting off, that's just how it feels on my end. Is this really me or I pretend? Stretch my arms, I don't feel no one there. We'll probably do it all again, but I don't care. If I had my head in the water, would you let me drown? Falling down until I was hitting the bottom of the ocean now, slowing down like I was hitting the bottom. Would you leave me in my soul? If I saw
this is fire.
Saw you go away today, would I really see you here tomorrow? Tell me the truth or I'm leaving now. But I don't believe me though. It's evil behind your mouth. Your smile is beautiful, cover me alive. Taking all this mind, say you couldn't come inside, but you sure like to try. I hate it when you push me to the edge. Take everything you can until you leave me empty. Yeah, I'll probably give you everything I have left. Rip it from my hands and you can just forget me. Tell me why I always feel so far from my friends. Drifting off, that's just how it feels on my end. Is this really me or I'll pretend? Stretch my arms, I don't feel no one there. We'll probably do it all again, but I don't care. We're just gonna go through the motions. Can't see through the snow, it's frozen. Could've never let me be, cause you lack empathy and you're so controlling. Close every single door we're open, get off of me. Wait, I ain't mean to call you that. I ain't really look at all the facts. Overreacting off and trying to put together artifacts. Probably imagine it would really happen. I gotta slow down, need to stop chasing the same.
I love this because this is really good rapping, like on like a Sam Alcott level, but like packaged in a very well-produced song with a good hook, good beat, solid mix.
Let somebody in, we can take new ground. Just let go when I raise my doubt. Do I really want change or the same right now? Is it really something I'm composing? Outlandish and outspoken. I can't stand like the floor is broken. No handle on how to cope, I'm just stranded in my emotions. Raining on my shoulders, hard to cope, but I just have to try. You don't stick around, I'm only holding to your alibi. Colors in my head suddenly changing like I can't describe. Life is such a puzzle and I gotta work it out in time. It's raining on my shoulders, hard to cope, but I just have to try. And you don't stick around, I'm only holding to your alibi. These colors in my head suddenly changing like I can't describe. I just tell myself that I'll be fine, even when you push me to the edge. Take everything you can until you leave me empty. Yeah, I'll probably give you everything I have left. Rip it from my hands and you can just forget me. Tell me why I always feel so far from my friends. Drifting off, that's just how it feels on my end. Is this really me or I pretend? Stretch my arms, I don't feel no one there. We'll probably do it all again, but I don't care.
This dude is fire, bro. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Wow. All right. We got Angel Rodriguez, Oh Religion, March 31st. Here we go.
Faith comes to a point. Sometimes faith comes to a point where you just don't believe anymore. Or if it isn't that, you don't know what to believe. Hear me out.
I remember just being 5, going to church out of obligation, keeping faith without being questioned, believe in God, and you only pray when you needed something, you're in desperation, pray very hard, you weren't burning hell, be a good kid and you'll get salvation. Daddy get me far, I'm 21 with a bunch of friends, different walks of life, been trying to study
Yo, this is fire.
What they believe.
I walk the life, trying to study what they believe.
A lot of questions, some worship Allah, they say religion, they see the damage, they worship peace.
See religion, they see the damage, they worship peace.
And some are Christian, but they pick and choose part of the truth, and they set the ways on what they believe.
Some are Christian, they set the ways on what they believe.
I got some friends that want a God, a million questions just rose alive, not the universe is what they believe. Yeah, tell me what that is, man. I've been questioned, I've been lost, so the steering keeping faith, not on your path, not on your cross. Never knew the meaning, I can't promise that I will. I've been worshiping my own pain, no religion can fulfill, yeah. Hey, I've been questioned, I've been lost, so the steering keeping faith, not on your path, not on your cross. Never knew the meaning, I can't promise that I will. I've been worshiping my own pain, no religion can fulfill, yeah. Tell me what you worship, I got questions, can you help me learn them? Seeking peace with a self-fulfillment, you believe in different, tell me if it's working. You kill religion, you're on a different journey. Give up on God, you think he's a phony. Too many rules that you felt I keep, and you kept the moving, it's what you deserve. You believe in different like the universe. This type of energy, this type of God, the world is changing, the devil's busy. Call last night, we chopped it up. We talk about how religion felt. We try to view it in the middle ground. We try to see what the issue is, but our journey path took a different route. Yeah. I've been questioned, I've been lost, so the steering keeping faith, not on your path, not on your cross. Never knew the meaning, I can't promise that I will. I've been worshiping my own pain, no religion can fulfill, yeah. Hey, I've been questioned, I've been lost, so the steering keeping faith, not on your path, not on your cross. Never knew the meaning, I can't promise that I will. I've been worshiping my own pain, no religion can fulfill, yeah.
That joint is fire. That's two really good records back to back, man. I'm really messing with this. All right. This is a great way to end the night. Eximio, his IG is just Cole Tyndall. All right, we got Connor Pearson. No real description. Oh, it's third song he's ever made. Third song he's ever made.
I'ma pray for my ops. Yeah, they wanna see me flop. Ay, I don't care about the top. No, yeah, it took me out the lock. Yeah, I pray for my ops. Yeah, they wanna see me flop. Only bangers when I drop. Ay, got my back and we won't stop. Yeah, I pray for my team. Yeah, they shining like a light. Woo, it's like they beam. I do it for God, but I cannot lie. Yeah, I don't.
For your third song, this is pretty impressive.
On the green, he's picking me up, he's taking my bag. Yeah, it's easy to see. I'm a little stressed, but always blessed, cause I'm paying my T's. Look at the king, look at the way he swooped in. Hey, look at my team, can't wait to see what we cooking. I'm living a movie, he removed me from all the sin and doubt. When I was moving, he still knew me, never kicked me out like whoa. They come out my soul, and you know they try to test me. I won't ever fold, see.
Did he produce this? Hold on. Song I made, but the song, okay, so he did not produce it.
They a rip like heavy. God gave me this craft, I just guess he likes to bless me. I got God up in my corner, I just talked at him directly. I've been on my way to greatness.
I can't stand the fakeness. Oppositions come and they want me to stop. But one thing I'ma do, I'ma pray for my ops. Yeah, they wanna see me flop. Hey, I don't care about the top. No, yeah, they took me out the lock. Yeah, I pray for my ops. Yeah, they wanna see me flop. Only bangers when I drop. Hey, got my back and we won't stop. About to pop off like a cannon. This ain't Nick.
Yo, this is impressive. For your third song, this is pretty dope. You know, there's a couple lackluster bars here and there. There's a couple some uneasy or unsure parts of your delivery, but I think the overall concept is pretty dope. Praying for my ops. I mess with it. This is really good for your third time submitting something, bro. All right, so check it out, guys. Tomorrow, we're going to do 2 Zoom calls this weekend. I'm going to make sure that I'm going above and beyond, making myself available to as many of you guys as I can. So if you would like to, I'm about to put up a post on this joint right now. I'll put the link to the Zoom, and I'll give you guys some different times on when we're actually going to do the Zoom call. So I want to make sure that we get it in this weekend. I'm going to be trying to do my very best to be as proactive from the Zoom tip as I can. Let me see. So I'm going to put the poll up right now. Just bear with me. Did we open it? So tomorrow and Sunday. And I'm trying to figure out, like, I wish I could do a Zoom call with just, like, all the newbies. Because there's a handful of you guys that are new. And maybe I'll see if even, maybe see if Ray Rock's available too. So, all right, so I'm going to post the link into Patreon right now. And we'll see who is available. Okay, Zoom call tomorrow. Saturday. Okay, poll 1. Let's say 12 p.m. Cali time, 2 p.m. Cali time. All right. Zoom call. So I'm posting it on Patreon right now. I need you guys to tell me. Here is the link. Works on mobile. Need app. Okay. Zoom is very, very easy. Okay. Zoom is very easy. So how we do it is every single week we do a Zoom call with all of our Patreon community. I'm going to be doing more since a lot of us have more time. So if you can't do it on a Sunday, maybe you could hop in on a Saturday. You feel me? So say add a third option. Saturday at 5 p.m. Cali time. So I need you guys to if you take this poll, I'm expecting you to be available at this time, because the time that wins the most, that is what time we will do it, right? So just so we're clear, I'm posting it right here. Boom. Go in and vote, okay? Right now. Do that for me, okay? Those are you guys that are in the Patreon community. If you're not in the Patreon community, this would be a good time to get in the Patreon community. Again, 10,000 hours, deliberate practice, You're deliberately focusing and growing on the areas musically that you want to grow in, asking questions, that kind of stuff. I wonder if there's a way for me to even do some type of like tutorials or hands-on classes or something. I'm not sure how interactive we can get through Zoom. We may be able to, but there's a lot of talent here. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity to collaborate. There's a lot of opportunity to network. And I hate that word, network. That is such a toxic word. And I just want to make sure that I'm doing my very best to curate for you guys, because I really do believe that we have something special. So Judy Caldwell, be in the Zoom call. I know Zealous has been missing the Zoom call. Hop in the Zoom call tomorrow. It's up. You guys have no excuses, okay? Of course, if you guys are in the spirit, pick up some merch, kingsdreament.com/store. It's in the description. You can hop in. You guys all get discount codes, and you guys can cop yourself some merch. Matter of fact, I'll add the discount code to the post I just put up, so you guys all know your discount codes. So if you guys want to cop some merch, that would be appreciated. We're shipping out merch. We have a lot of time to work on that. If you guys got any questions about anything right now, would be a good time to ask. We have time. Kind of ended a little earlier. Bedtime's at 7:30, so I got a few minutes. Let's see. Let's see. Here is your discount code. So the discount code is, posting it right now. Where is it? Okay. Here we go. Code. Paid. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is because it's only for the Patreon. 30. Cancel. Whoops. You guys got any questions for me before I cut out? I'm going to get it in this bedtime with Levi. KingStreamENC.com/store. Sundays have been crazy for me lately. I'm able to join now because of the whole situation. Yup. All right, boom. Okay, vote on the time we're doing the Zoom call. Okay. What is a Zoom call? Man, that's a great question. A Zoom call is like imagine like a big FaceTime chat. And it is only for Patreons, people who are in the Patreon community. And it's just basically like a big, I don't know, coaching call, Q&A, but it's face-to-face. So you have your phone on, I have my phone on, we're talking. What do you think of chances of 10-day tape? What do you think of chances? I've never actually sat with 10 days. I don't know. Might as well bump the rest of my song on the way out. I'm not going to pull your song all the way out. It's too far. It's gone, my G. There's like a gajillion links. Yeah, I've never listened through Chance's 10-day. I don't remember what it sounds like. Chance is very hit or miss, man. Some of his production quality of his mixing is very suspect. So, okay, make sure you guys go vote. If you're not a Patreon, sign up for that mug. Appreciate it. And stay tuned for more. Connor, how about you hop into the call tomorrow, my G? How about you do that? How about you do that? How about you stop playing games? King's Dream doing okay with the quarantine? Yes, everybody's doing fine. You know, I went on a jog today, did some pull-ups. All is well in these parts besides the situation with my mom's shoulder, where she'll be getting surgery Tuesday, and then I'm hoping that opens her up to a double hip replacement, which then will get her back on her feet, literally back on her feet. Pray for my ops, indeed. All right, y'all. Appreciate you guys, love you guys. Always feel free to shoot me a DM. My man Just Ray said I could finally make it to a Zoom call. Let's go. All right, y'all be good, man. Peace.